Hi. um, I just wanted to, so we have some of our coaches here. My name is Luz Arroyo Calderon, and I'm the manager for the Student Success Center and oversee coaching. We are excited to have you here. I want to take some time for the coaches to introduce themselves. You've already met a few of them, and they'll tell you their favorite thing about coaching. And then if there are any questions that you have for our coaches, feel free to write them in the chat or unmute and ask once they introduce themselves. So let me see, and I'll start from the bottom up, I think. So let's start with Jenna.
Okay, hi again, everybody. My name is Jenna Flemmel, and I work with Human Protective Service students. So I'm not going to list them all, but like early childhood, fire, protective services, EMT, criminal justice, a lot of those students in those areas. And one thing that I love about coaching is that I really like students. I really like people in general. And I experienced the whole Madison College, like I was a liberal arts transfer student. So I love this place. I was also a Rice student. So when I left, I missed everybody. So to be back and to be able to work with all of you is good for like my soul. So thank you for the opportunity. And if you're in any of those programs and want to work with me, I'm your coach and would love to meet you.
Thank you, Jenna. And I didn't start from the bottom. Now I will start from the bottom. Trevor.
Hello, yes, I am the bottom. My name is Trevor. I'm pretty new here, been here about 6 months, so I guess it's not as new as it used to be. But I work with pre-health science students, so if you are looking to get into the health majors, we would connect. What I love about coaching, definitely you're going to probably hear this a lot, but just the support, working with different students, interaction, and just really cultivating those relationships with students of all ages. I know, like when I went to school, I felt like I didn't have that much support, but there was support all around me. So I know how sometimes hard it is to find support, find those resources. So really being that support system for students is something I really enjoy. And then just getting to know literally as many people as possible. I'm such a talker. I talk more than I should. So if you ever see me in the halls, just let me know you only got about 2 seconds to talk, or else I'll talk your ear off. About all good stuff too. Only academics. That's all we touch on.
Thank you, Trevor.
Am I supposed to pick somebody else? I'm sorry.
No, I was going back to my list, and then I realized, Peng, you're actually X.
All good.
My ABCs.
All good, Luz. Hi, everyone. My name is Peng Zhang, and I'm the Student Success Coach supporting liberal arts transfer students with the AHSS, the Arts, Humanities, Social Sciences group team. Anyways, my favorite part about being a student success coach is supporting new incoming students to navigate and just get connected with Madison College resources. I've been doing coaching for almost 3 years now, and so I love it, absolutely love it. And so feel free for those who are in the liberal arts transfer program. I'm excited to, super excited to meet each and every one of you, and let me know how I can also support too.
Thank you, Peng. Aisha.
All right. Hello, everyone. So I'm Asia. I'm Zhang. I'm the student success coach for the School of Business and Applied Arts. I would like to emphasize what my other coaches have said, and I would also assume what the following coaches will say. I think my favorite is student engagement and really just sharing um, things that students should also be aware of, such as like networking in college that I was not aware of that I should be doing. So helping students navigate through difficulties when I was a student is really been really therapeutic and beneficial for me. And if I look forward to working with all of you, feel free, even though you're not in the School of Business and Applied Arts, feel free to stop by the Student Success Center, say hi. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person um, if you need it. Otherwise, meeting with you virtually.
Thank you, Asia. Tareka.
Greetings. I apologize. I cannot make my camera work. Can you guys hear me at least? Okay, so my name is Tareka Payton, and I am a success coach who works specifically with pre-nursing students. And like Trevor, I am relatively new to this process, but I'm super excited to be here. One of my favorite things about being here and new to this team is that there's so many resources that I'm learning about in the Madison College realm. And so I'm super excited to just connect with students, to explore, and to just make connections. I really value the journey when I meet students and connect with students. And I think it's extremely powerful and impressive when you build relationships and they go from A to B and they see success. And so that motivates me. It makes me feel good about getting up and coming to work every day. So I'm super excited to just connect and meet people and learn more about what Madison College has to offer.
Thank you, Tareka. Anna.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anna Morgan. I am the student success coach for School of Nursing students. So practical nursing, ADN students, nursing assistant students, anyone in the School of Nursing. One thing, well, I guess a couple of things that I really enjoy about being a student success coach. Just like all of my fellow colleagues have shared, working with students, supporting students on their journeys here at Madison College is something that really is exciting for me. I think meeting with students and figuring out what works for them. I always share with students that not one thing works for everyone. So connecting with them and finding out what's gonna work, what's gonna help them along in their journey here, whether that be tutoring, whether that be time management, just figuring it out together. One thing that is also really exciting for me is I had a bunch of students graduate this past semester. So seeing them go through their journey and finally graduating, that was just really great. So yes, school is long, it's hard, especially those nursing programs, but getting to the finish line, that's also something I really enjoy seeing and going through with students.
Thank you, Anna. Alan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alan Lucia. I am the academic success coach for military connected students, and I serve all veterans, spouses, and dependents, as well as any student who is interested in also joining. And I work with all of those. So one of the things that I say that I like about academic success coaching or being a coach is being able to watch the growth of all of our students. I think that academic growth is one that we're able to see and enjoy, and it kind of feels that we're enjoying those achievements that each and one of you will attain through academic success coaching. So yes.
Thank you, Alan. Lauren. No.
Hi, I'm sorry, I couldn't get myself off of mute. I'm Lauren Groff. I am a student success coach here, and I support the liberal arts transfer program, specifically ESM, which is engineering, science, and math. there are many things I like about coaching, and echoing a lot of what my teammates have already stated, but I like meeting everybody where they're at and hearing their story and following them on their journey and how, I can best help them. Um, One thing when I went to college is that I didn't have somebody like me to be in their back corner and provide the resources that might be helpful to help me succeed and providing those check-ins and things like that. So I think it is a very special service that we can offer our students and help them succeed. And I just love watching the journey where they started and where they have come and developing those relationships.
Alex.
Hi, this is Alex. I'm the success coach for IT and tech programs, tech and trade programs. I think there's no much left to be said because my teammates says very good key points of what we do. Perhaps for me, one of the biggest gratifications is to see how students find how resourceful they are and how they are able to find solutions. Because at the end of the day, we are not here telling them what to do or coming out with silver bullets because there is not really such a thing. But many students don't give themselves credit enough of all the things that they are able to do and troubleshoot and even build the skills when they need it and the pace that they want and see the students grow and be self-reliant is something that, and sure I'm talking on behalf of other coaches, is something that it really give us a little satisfaction. So I will say that.
Thank you, Alex. Erin.
Can you guys hear me okay? Sorry, I've been in the background making people spotlight every time they spoke. So I don't know how to do that for myself. But anyways, hi, I'm Erin Daniels. I am a coach for Trio, and I enjoy really being able to see my students when they can sit down and share some struggles that they're going through, and they can tell me, I feel seen. Um, During this time of virtual, during this time of all kinds of dynamics, I get the pleasure of working with a lot of students. I'm also a co-advisor for the First Generation Club. It's called I'm First. So um, there's a lot. Um, I don't know. Sometimes you feel like weird because maybe your language barrier or because your cultural barrier, and to be able to sit down and support you and your identity as an individual, not just as a student, is like my joy. And then time management, I just get nuts about being able to help you plan time management. It's kind of, I like getting nerdy about it because it's so cool. So whether you have achieved your goal or not, just working towards those goals with my students is one of my pleasures. So thank you.
Thank you, Erin. And Lexi.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Yep. Okay. Yep. So I am Lexi, and I'm one of the success coaches for Men of Excellence and then SCMP, the general cohort. And yeah, being the last one to go, I mean, everyone definitely covered, all the stuff that is super enjoyable about being a coach. But I would echo some of the things that Erin said about just like time management and, doing all the nitty-gritty things to help be successful. I really enjoy seeing students be able to like learn some things and then it helped them throughout the rest of the semester. And just, yeah, really navigating college is extremely hard. And so being just a little bit of that support system really is something that I enjoy.
Thank you, Lexi. I don't see other coaches on here. Oh, wait, Megan, are you on? Yes. Megan?
Hello, hi, can you hear me? Okay, good deal. Oh my goodness, my favorite thing about coaching. So my name is Megan. I work alongside Erin in Trio as a coach coordinator. One of my favorite things about coaching. What do you choose, right? I would say probably from a completely selfish standpoint, watching the students that I'm helping be successful and cross that finish line that they, potentially spend years striving to reach, despite all of the barriers that they encounter. But like I said, selfishly knowing that I had like a small part in that. Um, but the satisfaction that I get from watching them be successful, I think is by far my favorite part.
Thank you, Megan. Anyone else that I might have missed? I know we have a couple of coaches that are not here right now. Sam Albrecht is Peng. Oh, no, never mind. That was a different one. He is the student success coach for undeclared and School of Health Sciences. Asha Wartko, who is the coach for human services program students. And I think that might be the only two that are not here right now, which is great, and I can't believe it. Now, if I wanted to open it up for students, if they had any questions for our coaches, we have about 10 minutes that they could answer, or anything they can share, any tips, strategies. Yes, Angel, feel free to unmute and ask.
All right, thank you. And I loved you all introduction and we appreciate it very much. Get to know you more personally. So I just wanted to ask, as far as each coach has their department or program that they're over, is that the program person you're supposed to contact when you're in your specific program, like nursing to nursing, IT to IT, and so forth?
Yes, this is Erin speaking. Obviously, anyone can jump in. Typically, yes. So there are your academic programs, like you just explained, but there are also your RISE programs. RISE programs are Men of Excellence, TRIO, SCMP. And so the way we look at it is it's a support team, right? You have a team of people here to help you. If you're not a part of one of the RISE teams, then definitely building that trust and relationship, the more you work one-on-one with one coach, the more they can help you because they know you the most. And then hopefully you're also working with support team members like advisors, and then you have a team that know you intimately. But by all means, you can utilize other help. For example, I have some TRIO students, that's a RISE program, right, who might be a nursing student. And because nursing coaches know the ins and outs and the technicalities of that program, I might work closely with the nursing coach with that student because I can help you from a TRIO perspective, but you might also need help with that program. So hopefully that wasn't confusing and it actually cleared it up for you. But yes, you should have your point person, your primary coach, which is either your program coach or your RISE coach. And then if you have supplemental coaches, that's absolutely wonderful. You can use those as well.
Okay, that's good.
So I'll jump into that question that's on the chat. Oh, camera. Hi. Yep. So the scholarship application opens for a certain time. The one for spring closed on December like 7th. I'm not 100% sure. People will be notified by end of this month, beginning of February. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit for everybody to get notified. And then they will open back up again March, and we'll send out those dates on the RISE newsletter. It's also on the website as well at the foundation from Madison College. They will open back up again for the fall semester. Some scholarships are year round, So there will be more options in March for scholarships for fall and spring semester 2022, 2023. Well, you'll get notified when those open up again. It's second week, third week of March.
For those who didn't see the question in the chat, the question was, I had a question about the grants. I heard that not many people applied. Will the grant registration open back up for spring? That was the question. And then there was some clarifying, do you mean scholarship? Yes, I meant scholarship. And then there is also, not to be confusing, a TRIO scholarship for specifically TRIO students, because the student who asked was a TRIO student as well. And it was clarified that the deadline was the 23rd and it is closed. So both of those scholarships are closed at the moment, and you'll be hearing back soon, sometime early February, about your reward.
I think this question was posed to coaches to kind of talk about, but with with all the students here, I was wondering if anyone had any issues or wanted to know like any tips or things like, or ones that you wanted to share on virtual learning and what that has been like for you. I think that a lot of students can benefit from best practices, hearing from other students to see like what you all have been dealing with, what you've been, what seems to be working, things like that. So if anyone is brave enough to kind of see, like talk about what has been working for them. I know for me, one of the hardest things has been like taking my dirty clothes from my chair at home and putting them on my bed. And then when I go to bed, putting them back on my chair every day instead of just putting them away. And it's just like this like ongoing struggle of, if I'm going to be at home all the time, I need to do these things to keep me up and motivated, beyond just, looking at the screen and helping students out. So just wondering if any other students have come across other difficulties or good things that have happened while you've been learning online.
I think something that's helping me learn online is just setting up my like workspace, setting up like an office, and then using time management. I'm not always good at that, but writing down what I need to get done the night before, so I actually get up and I'm able to complete everything the day of. So, so
Hey y'all, I'd love to jump in here. My name is Jessica. I'm a liberal arts transfer student, and I kind of wanted to piggyback off of what Nathan just said. Time management is super key, and you can get in touch with Erin to help with that if you need it. But something that really helped me personally with my online classes, the ones that are like completely online, is I had to set aside time so that I remembered to do that work. Like essentially what I did is I planned it in my calendar as if it was a class, and I had to be there at that time. Otherwise, I would push it until the time it was due, and it would be a struggle. So just always make sure that you plan that time, and that helped me. Like on Tuesdays, my class was online, even though it wasn't actually on Tuesdays.
Hey, I'm gonna jump in here. Michael, I'm in the liberal arts transfer. For me, like I always had trouble with math for the longest time, and last semester I had a breakthrough on the first chapter test. I got a pretty high score, 87%, and that hadn't happened for the longest time. And one or two things that I did for that test exam were I was I was studying the course material consistently, and I was doing the homework, and I did the reviews, and um, so I'm looking to do that consistent for the semester, and I'm really looking forward to this spring because it's going to give me another chance to try to show that I can do that.
There is something in the chat here. It says from Booyah, it says, I'm one of the Men of Excellence students and starting my second semester. If I need a coach, where do I start from? Good question. Lexi said, me.
me. So I am the coach for Men of Excellence. And after this meeting, or this town hall, I'll definitely reach out to you through email. So keep an eye out for that, and we can get in touch.
I see another thing in the chat here. It says discipline is so important when it comes to time management. Thanks, Jessica.
And if you are not sure who your student success coach is, you can always just call, either stop by the Student Success Center where Trevor is if you're in person. If you are virtual, you can always give us a call at the Rice office or at the Student Success Center as well. And we can tell you who your student success coach is and schedule an appointment with them. And we can send out more information about that as well. And I can put it in the chat. You can also, if you're on Navigate, if you have the app, or if you go on the desktop version, the coach will appear under your success team. For our RISE students, it's a little bit confusing because, like Erin was explaining, if you're in multiple, you'll have your program coach, as you would say, for your program of study, and then you'll most likely have your RISE coach as well. So that's one of the things. You can work with either one, as she was saying. They work collaboratively, so that's not a problem. But that is one place that you can check under your success team. And I can put a little picture of what that looks like as well. Thank you, Erin.
I see two more comments in the chat. Miriam says, one thing that helped me stay on top of my homework while learning virtually is putting all my assignments that will be due in an Excel sheet. Ooh, I love Excel. Yes, Miriam. Furthermore, being that I am a student and RISE tutor, I find that seeking out tutoring really helps prevent me from getting behind when I feel frustrated and stuck. Okay, tutor. We got a tutor in the chat. Holler at Miriam. Ivy put in a comment as well. Yeah, after Erin, after Erin's time management explanation, I got a big calendar that sits right next to my computer, outlining basically my life, and made sure to give myself some time frame for studying and downtime. I also realized that even if classes are virtual, the teachers are usually more than happy to chat with you after class or respond to many questions in email. I realized that even if my questions felt stupid to me, that they were happy to provide me with any information and resources I may need. Trio was also an amazing resource for information. Basically, don't be shy to reach out. Thank you, Ivy.
And there's another question on here about coaches helping with college essays. Yes, coaches can help with college essays. However, I know someone else wrote on there, the Writing Center is also a great resource that they can connect you with, as they are the experts in essays. It just depends on timing. But that is something, getting you started and brainstorming on the essay, coming up with a plan. When are you going to have your first draft? When are you going to be reviewing this? Working backwards from the deadline and making sure that you have enough time to submit and to review, to send it to the Writing Center, to have a peer check it out too. So those are some of that planning and organization that a coach can help you with for sure. And there are some more examples for time management on there. Take some time to read. Let me see. Becca second what Mariam said. She did the same thing, had all of the assignments for the week written down in an Excel sheet so she could keep track of what was due, when. It also felt good to be able to check things off, for sure. Having a weekly appointment book with 15-minute increments that is used as a planner from Jackson. Putting class times and highlighter and work schedule in ink as those things were concrete times, then filled in the empty space a week ahead of time in pencil for both studying and making sure to write in meals so I wouldn't forget to eat and work out. That's a really great point. There's a lot of things that we just take for granted that are going to happen sometime, and don't write them all in there. And you can also work with your advisor on essay content and strength of application, especially after term start. Yes. Yes, and the college has some free planners. We also have some planners. The coaches each have some that they can share with you all, or different ideas, printing some because it works differently for everyone. So that's another. Yeah, right now they have so many. So make sure that you grab one. We have time for one more question or anything else that a coach would like to share, and then we can move on to our advising session. Yes, and we have some planners at the Rice office at the Goodman South. If you have not checked out the Rice office at Goodman South, make sure you do. We have a location there as well. I might have missed this question. What if the teacher hasn't released the schedule yet on when what assignments are due? Yes, I teach a class, and I was sharing that last semester I didn't open my class until the weekend before classes started, and I was feeling a little like a slacker. This time I opened it a week in advance, but it's difficult. You can always send an email to your instructor, and they can share the syllabus because those are already completed. We do have to have those in sooner than having to have our Blackboard open. So make sure don't be afraid to send an email, and they'll email you that syllabus because that's ready and good to go, and you can have those assignments and timelines to start planning your semester. And I saw that's exactly what Megan said. Great. Well, thank you so much for all of your questions and for participating in all the tips and tricks that you all shared with us as well, and with the rest of the students. I think now I will pass it on to Sarah and the Rice advisors.